Hey everybody, today's video is going to be on life. Within the Jedi fiction, there are two outstanding elements that we use in everyday life, and that's the Jedi rules of behavior and the Jedi Code. Now, one version of the Jedi Code, the 1999 version, sometimes called the Jedi Creed, sometimes called the Skywalker's Code, and a little less known, Qui-Gon's Code. This version has a line in it that says, "A Jedi respects life in all forms." And Jedi rules of behavior, as previously mentioned, it states a Jedi honors life. Now, I was asked a question quite some time ago, and I was supposed to make a video on it, and I didn't do it, so we're getting to it now. Was how does that transition into everyday life? Does that mean, as a Jedi, all Jedi should be vegan, or all Jedi should be at least vegetarian? You know, like if you're going to respect life, doesn't that mean you should respect all living creatures and thus not eat or partake of that kind of food? It is, some Jedi hold that view, and some Jedi feel that that is a lifestyle that works with the ideals of the Jedi path, but it's not a mandatory thing. I am not vegan, I am not vegetarian. Respect has different ways it can play out. And where do you draw the line at life is another question, right? There's different organisms, there's different things. Now, again, so where do you draw the line? How far do you go? Vegetables, fruit, right? Plants, trees. These things are organisms. They are considered alive. They breathe, they eat, they drink. There's still kind of debate on how much they feel. Music and talking to plants is said to have a very positive effect, and so where do we draw the line? How far do we go with that? What if we're saying respect means not partaking of? Oh, I respect all living creatures, so I don't eat any meat, and I don't have any dairy products because of, and you could say because of the pretty drastic and horrid ways that a lot of industries obtain these things. They do so in a very disturbing manner. But so do you draw the line there? Do you say, well, I'll eat meat, but it has to be from a specific farm that I know does things in a specific way, or so there's this whole line, there's this whole issue, and there's so many things that you have to consider, right? I can't tell you to be a vegan, I can't tell you to be a vegetarian, I can't tell you what the line "a Jedi respects life in all forms" means exactly. What I can say is I very much view that within our interactions with one another to say that Jedi respect all life, right? And that this should always extend to other human beings as well. You may, again, just because you don't agree with something doesn't mean you can't respect someone. If someone has a lifestyle choice that you don't agree with, that's fine. You can still respect them, though. Heck, they could still be your friends. You don't have to resort to bigotry, and you don't have to resort to prejudice or violence or any of these things, or insults or bullying. You don't have to do like any of that thing. You can still respect people and disagree. Diversity is a beautiful thing in our world, and it needs to be respected, and it should be respected. All living creatures are just trying to make their way in this world, and it's a crazy world. We certainly don't need to add to that. So that's the only thing I can say in respect to a Jedi honors life, is that we should be honoring life. We should be honoring it. It's a gift. It's something beautiful, and its diversity and its difference is something to be celebrated, not shunned. These are things to be embraced. That diversity, that differing beliefs still hangs on to it. As long as you're respecting the core of the Jedi path and you're trying to adhere to it to the best of your ability, that is what counts. And that's all you need to focus on and work on. Honor life. How do you do that? What ways can you do that? Live that. A Jedi respects life in all forms. How can you do that? Go do that thing. Don't feel that you're pinned in exactly. There is no mandatory set on diet or anything like that, but certainly as Jedi, I feel the core of our path embraces diversity. You look at Jedi in the fiction, the Jedi Council the Jedi Order was full of diversity. Everybody was considered an equal Jedi. Everybody was considered a Jedi. Male, female, didn't matter skin color, didn't matter, race. It didn't matter any of that. There was a Hutt Jedi. If you're a Jedi, you're a Jedi. Respect life, honor life. That's all there is to it. So that's that. That's all on that topic. Thank you for watching. Do appreciate it. Again, links are in the description below. If you're new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button. More viewers, the better. Hey, support your local Jedi or something. I don't know. May the Force be with you.